Guys, try this one, it works, okay? Just tell them like this, say, hey, listen, I already told you, we're investors. Let's just cut to the chase, right? What I don't want to do is this. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to call you, give you this ridiculously low offer just so you can come back and tell me what you really want anyways. Let's just skip the game part of this. It's your house. Tell me what you want for the place. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Chris the Shark, back again with another video for you, some free content. Check this out. I want you to tell everybody I said it, okay? MAO, maximum allowable offer. That's for rookies, all right? Expert negotiators don't offer up the money first, right? When people go on Shark Tank, they pitch the sharks. When you go to the car lot, all the cars have prices on them. When you go to Stater Brothers, all the groceries on the aisle have prices, right? There's not signs that say, make me an offer on this cereal box, right? No, so that's a universal law of sales that whoever is selling sets the price. So in this scenario with homeowners we're talking to, it's a little difficult because we're trying to convince them to sell their property at a discount, right? And a lot of times it becomes a game of, well, what do you want for the place? And then they come back and say, well, I don't know, you said you're gonna make me an offer. And you're like, yeah, but I gotta see what you want for it. It's back and forth thing, right? So in my company, when I train people, I tell them, it's just a hard, fast rule. We don't make offers. And today I'm gonna give you a couple quick tips, a couple quick little one-liners of how you can maneuver around that and get the number out of the seller. Okay, the first thing you have to know is that when you hit someone over the head with the same question over and over and over and over again, sooner or later they crack, okay? It's like chipping at a rock. You're chipping, then it breaks, okay? So just by asking them over and over again alone will get them to come up with a number, okay? But how do you do it tactfully is the question. You can't just say, well, what do you want for the place? Well, what do you want for the place? What do you want for the place, right? You gotta switch it up. So what I like to do, I like to hit them with the first one real easy. So I say something along the lines of, we've been talking about your property. It seems to be a good fit for us, blah, blah, blah. I just got to ask you, what are you looking to get out of the place? It's very casual. Another good way to say it is, after you told me the details, this place sounds like it's kind of beat up. I mean, if I could buy it cash, what's the least you think you would take, right? There's a trigger word in there. You're asking them what's the least they would take. It's already setting the tone, right? Something else you could say is something like, what's your bottom dollar on this place? What are you looking to walk away with? However you want to word it's fine, as long as you word it casually the first time. You're going to get a lot of people pushing back saying things like, well, make me an offer. Or your postcard said you had a cash offer. Or the girl that called me said that you guys wanted to make an offer. This is where you got to get crafty. One of my favorite lines, I say, hey, well, listen, I have a partner. He's a numbers guy, right? We're investors. If I tell him you said make an offer, he's going to tell you, let's start at $5 and go up from there, right? They're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. Then I would follow that up with, but seriously though, I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire. Just tell me what you're looking to get for the place. Bang, now I've already asked you 3 times, right? Right there, people fold, usually. Some people don't. Some people say, I don't even know what it's worth, da-da-da. That's where you might want to start transitioning to saying things like, well, look, I mean, it's only worth what someone's willing to pay for, right? Obviously, the place needs work. Obviously, we got to deal with the tenants. Obviously, we got to buy it at a price that makes sense for us to, be able to do what we got to do and make money. I mean, just level with me. Give me a ballpark. I love asking people for ballpark. If you could have the perfect ballpark, where would it be at? You'd be surprised. Someone might come back and go, I don't know, 205, 210. Bang, that's a very specific ballpark, right? Other people might come back and say, well, I'm looking to get 200 to 250. Either way, it sets the ground. Another thing I like to do is I tell them like this. I say, hey, well, listen, I got to be honest with you. For me to properly underwrite this deal, it's going to take 2 hours, right? I'd have to get on there, look at the comps, do a market analysis, do all these things. I can't even do that just to come back and have you tell me that we're not even in the same ballpark, okay? So before I start putting all that time in, I need you to at least give me an idea of what you're looking to get. Now I've already asked you 5 or 6 times. By now, people are folding for sure. And another one of my favorite lines, guys, try this one, it works, okay? Just tell them like this, say, hey, listen, I already told you, we're investors. Let's just cut to the chase, right? What I don't want to do is this. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to call you, give you this ridiculously low offer just so you can come back and tell me what you really want anyways. Let's just skip the game part of this. It's your house. Tell me what you want for the place. Now I'm getting aggressive. I've asked you 7 or 8 times. At this point, you're folding. And if you have to, sometimes I'll even break this up over 2 phone calls that are like 5 minutes apart. I'll get to 2 or 3 of these and I'll say, you know what? Okay, you win. let me talk to my partner and I'll call you back. So now they think you're going to come back with an offer. I'll hang up. I'll count to 120. I'll call him right back. Yeah, I talked to my partner. He just blew me right out of the office. We have a list of like 11 properties that we got to underwrite. It takes an hour on each one. These are all people that we have in a ballpark. You have to at least tell me what you want. If you do it this way, trust me, guys, you will get that other person to crack. And the reason this is important is because once they hit you with a price, I don't even know why I'm pointing out the whiteboard. There's nothing here, right? But once they hit you with their price, it sets the tone. You're going to look at that price. Let's say they come back and tell you they want 200,000. Well, you're gonna know right off the bat, is that a good ballpark or not? Is this on a house that's worth 300,000, or is the house only worth 200 to begin with? It kind of lets you know what you're up against. Just remember this, whoever shows the first number loses. You wanna get that number out of them, because one thing that's gonna happen is sometimes you're gonna get lucky. Sometimes someone's gonna tell you, I guess I want 200,000, and it's gonna be on a house that's worth 500,000. And guess what? Now you just got a home run. I'll end this by saying this. In my company, we're known in the industry for getting big deals. We've gotten lots of $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 deals, $700,000 deals, these huge deals we've gotten, right? Not a lot of wholesalers are doing this. The key to the success of those big deals is by not ever offering anything on a property. Because bottom line is this, if you calculate your numbers and try to figure out what's the most you can pay, how are you ever gonna get $100,000 or a $200,000 or a $300,000 deal? You're just not. My motto is, I don't want to figure out what's the most I could pay for anything. Makes sense, right? When you go move into a new apartment, you don't call the landlord and go, hey, what's the most I could pay you for rent here, right? It's like, this is negotiation 101, guys, okay? But nobody's teaching it. Everybody's teaching this trash, you know, calculate 70% of ARV and figure out what's the most you can pay to make 10,000 bucks. That's just for the birds. You guys are gonna get squashed if you do that. Guys like me are gonna come behind you and take the deal every time, all right? So I hope this video helped you. It's the best I could do in 5 quick minutes or 6 minutes, whatever this video was. If you want more content like this, you need to join my academy. As of right now, it's not open. It should be open in what, Jay, probably 2 weeks? Yeah, probably about 2 weeks. When it's open, there's gonna be hours and hours and hours of sales training like this, but way more detailed with slides and PowerPoints and stuff that we don't even have time to get into. This is your boy Chris signing out. Forward this to somebody that needs to see it.